Welcome back to Indian Trace. Right here is going to be a Christmas wreath. I did a Christmas tree a second ago. A rye-like Christmas tree. This right here is my Christmas wreath. It's cold out today. I went out, it was about 30 degrees. The wind chill was lower this morning. And it was cold. I had to bundle up for the first time. And it was frostbite cold. But I went out and did okay. I want to show you this because I grabbed a favorites bin. Just grabbed out and selected some favorites. Again, this is inspired by another tuber, Jonesy. And I appreciate it. He had a bowl of great points, and he was just sort of going through them casually and relaxed-wise. Just the perfect holiday spirit-wise, you know. So I'm going to do this. This is my variated Christmas wreath. And the video before it was, of course, the Rye-like Christmas tree. This is going to be cool because these are points. I love these points just as much. There's a little bit of Rye-light in here, but this is just really different types of material. So let's take a look at this, and I'm going to disassemble this Christmas wreath. And we're going to go right through it. You ready? Take a look at this right here. Look at this Christmas wreath. That's a Christmas wreath. That's the kind of Christmas wreath we like. Perfect lighting this afternoon. I got some time. I think I'll have some peace and quiet. But this is incredible. I don't even want to touch it. Why not just keep it like that? Throw it in a frame, you know? No. We got to play with these things. So, let's check it out. I'm going to go, let's see. I'm going to go counterclockwise. Just my choice. And let's take a look at one. Or I might go in terms of how and when I found them. Look at this piece. Just missing a little bit down here, but this was a really great, still is, great find. And I found this at the Hawk before I even knew it was the Hawk. Wow, look how fast my time is going. And it was old rhyolite, and just an incredible looking artifact. Never found a point quite like this one again, but it was really cool to find in Site 5E. No doubt. Put that one up there. I'm going to leave that over there. We're going to go right around the circle. This I found 50 yards off my back door. I've got an ancient Indian site right off my back door. Well known, this neighborhood that I'm in, to be an ancient Indian site. I only got the farm cycle in the field right behind my house before it was put into an athletic field 1 or 2 times to gather out there. And I know right where it was. It's going to be cool. There is hope. I've got permission to dig the spots and document it of where it is. But this point was just fantastic. It had to go to my favorites. Remember, as I share with people when we go right around here, I don't think I'll go in a circle. I'm going to just randomly grab some. My favorites are definitely not what some people across the country would call perfect. Not perfectly balanced, but they're perfect artifacts. This came from Notchville. It was really sturdy, still is, really thick, and just won a place in my heart just because of that. Nice point, though. Here's a point from Crystal Beach. I was actually there yesterday and did quite well. If I can get my focus to stop giving me fits, that means I'm moving too fast. I loved it. Of course, it's absolutely what some would call rough and what have you, but part of it out here, and I've seen, that's a good angle of it, when Richard is collecting a lot and he finds them, he finds and is able just to feel the quality of the individual artifact itself for the personality you find. This one I found at the Archaic really early in, when I first started discovering it was a site. And it's got a bevel on the back there, which is really interesting. It was a great find. Just found a place in my favorites, and I never wanted to move it out of that bin of favorites. This is a funny point, and it really matches today. Because when I found it, it was frozen at the Cascade. It was frozen. I could not get it out. It was frozen in the mud, and I had a time getting it out. I didn't have anything with me to get it out, but I certainly wasn't going to leave before I got it. And so that's a funny find right there. Well, as they go around, here's a funny one. Because you always remember the funny stories when you find them. This was from my buddy's property, W Properties, and burning hot out. What a contrast from the last point. It was smoking hot outside. And it was just something I had stepped right over the top of the day before, and I was just flabbergasted that I missed it. But you got to go back and check on yourself, everybody, because this is the kind of thing you'll find. Of course, it's a good reason that fits in the favorites, right? All right, man. Let's keep this rolling. Here's one from Opening Sands. Check this out. It is very smooth, if that means something to some of you guys out there. A unique base, flint material, which is not real common around here, but just a good looking point with a bit of a bevel on it. Good looking point. I'm just doing this so randomly now. It's better random. Look at this point. This is a newer point. I found it within the last calendar year. Just down the street, actually. Not down the street, maybe 3 miles from here, at a site that I call High Rise, which is a newly developed site. It's tough to get in and out because it's got such high traffic right on the road there. This was a great point. Still is. Look at that. Always really loved that. But hard to get in and out because there's a lot of traffic there, and you never want to tip your hat, you know. Let's look around here. Okay, let's look at this. Great point from Notchville. Or actually, this came from Saponi. Look at the material in these. You can see this is far from just straight rhyolite like the Christmas tree. This Christmas wreath, which is becoming less and less circular, is I'm picking the Christmas wreath apart. It's supposed to be circular, as many of you guys go. Check this out. Oh. All right, that's a good view of it. What a point, right? Of course, it's going to find a place in my favorites. Early point right here. That came off plateau. And I can say it was before I even knew it was the plateau. It's a smoker though. And it was just sitting there right on a pedestal, which you gotta really love. Alright. Here's one from Smoke Alley. Big, isn't it? Of course that finds a place in the variated material. Look at the reduction of the base. So I know for a fact by notes that a couple of you just love the display videos where you can get close to the artifacts and sort of feel them. So that's what this is for. And Jonesy, you got jump right in there and help inspire me to actually make these videos. Look at this point, again off the archaic, stellar point. This is stuff, Eastern North Carolina, everybody, and this Christmas wreath is getting picked apart. I think that's funny. Of course, I make myself laugh a lot of times, doesn't matter. Nice point, right? It's our kind of Christmas wreath. So we're sharing and just pretty much going forward with our kind of Christmas. That's a nice point, man. Great point. Look at these things. Nice point, right? That came off the dunes. Speaks for itself. I couldn't tell you, don't ask. I could not tell you what kind of material some of this stuff is. It's just what they found that works, you know. But you can see why that it's easy. This is what made the wreaths easy to be favorites. Easy to be favorites. All right, let's finish this up here. These are incredible right here. These ones that I have left, I don't even know which ones to grab first, but my time just keeps ticking and I can't slow it down. Let's go to this one first. This is actually pinkish if you get it wet. Okay, I'll show you. Pink and purple. See what I mean? Now, heck, I'm going to take the time to do it. Look at this. pink. That's a favorite off Mecca, of course, right? Anyway, moving forward here, here's another one. Unbelievable from the Archaic, and it is ground back here. That is smooth on the base. Oh, my focus. One of my favorite points of all time, just because the way it is. That came from the Archaic, and the base is like that. Unbelievable. Alright, gotta keep my time going. Point off the dunes. Now, of course, when you see it, you're like, of course, that has to be a favorite. It is. Love its size. All of them are about 2 inches, what have you, but that's easy to be my favorite. Pretty much the only thing I found that day, I remember. The time out, that is. Well, a good way to just share the holidays and show you a group, my wreath of favorites and variated material. Look at this. Off B&B Field. Just a complete great point, great artifact. I don't know if I'll make another video before the holidays or traveling or, just getting busy, but I just wanted to make a couple holiday videos, the Christmas tree and the wreath here, and just unfold them of some of what I'd go through anyway and just check them out and say, stellar, awesome, so thankful I found them, and take a look at them again. We do it all the time anyway, guys, don't we? One more point, if this doesn't cut off on me. This baby. Off the Vulture. Incredible point. Incredible. So, I guess I'm incredibly thankful. It's a good view of it. And I do always hope that you guys will discover new sites like I have, and, that they'll yield some great North American Indian artifacts. Because it's worth us just bringing recognition to these people. And read about them as well. I'll encourage everybody to do that. I fanatically do it. Anyway. Again, and always, Merry Christmas from Indian Trace.